Emily just handed me this story on her iPhone, and I have never read this. So this will be the first time I've actually read this story. So. It's called Penelope, not like the Christina Ricci movie, which is a great movie, by the way. You should ever see it. My second year in college, my friend Lydia and I moved into the quads on campus at the University of Houston, which is now Tier 1, by the way. We were upgrading from living in the towers the previous year. The towers had really narrow rooms with beds that pulled out from the wall, and the whole floor shared a bathroom. I gagged every morning brushing my teeth because someone had either decided that they could rinse out their bowl of tuna fish in the sink, or had left long dark hairs behind. In the quads, we would have a larger room and would share a bathroom with 2 other girls in an adjoining room. This all sounded pretty ideal. That is, until we met one of the girls that would be our suite mate. We're going to call her Penelope. Because for the life of me, I can't remember her real name. But Penelope will make sense later. The day we moved into the dorms was... John Dunn, you are a fucking asshole. I'm just gonna hang out right now. Okay. Okay. The day we moved into the dorms was also the same day as the Shakespeare Festival loadout. I needed to take a shower and meet up with everyone for a party later that evening. But Penelope was in the restroom, barfing her guts out. Loud, retching noises followed by deep sobs. Poor girl, I thought. First day, she moves in and she's got food poisoning or a stomach bug. I heard her leave the restroom and go into her room. I didn't want to get in the shower and have her get sick again, only to find the bathroom door locked. I knocked on the door to their room and poked my head in the room to tell her that I would leave the door unlocked. Penelope was on the floor, hair disheveled, kind of clutching a trash can. When she saw me, she scampered away from me. She looked like a frightened rodent. I thought that was odd, but didn't think much of it because of how sick she had sounded earlier. The barfing did not stop. Day after day, the same gagging, retching noises, followed by those low sobs, always with the sobbing. By this time, my roommate Liddy was aware of it, so now we're thinking this girl has an eating disorder. And then the yelling started. On several occasions, we heard her fighting with someone. There was someone else in the room that she was arguing with. Never bad enough that we thought we needed to intervene. But now we have daily barking and loud screaming matches. And then the phone call started. Sorry. Penelope would leave her room and sit at the end of the hall, which also happened to be right next to the door to our room. Dorm walls are paper thin. Both Lydia and I were there the first time we heard this. My name is Penelope. For real, that's what she said her name was. My measurements are 36, 24, 36. Not sure that's what she actually said, but Sir Mix-a-Lot definitely said it. And I charge $200 per hour. Barfing, screaming fights, call girl? The barfing continued, the fighting continued, the phone calls continued. Liddy even saw Penelope get picked up by a guy one night after one of the phone calls. And then one day we ran into Penelope's roommate, Tamika, in the hallway. Tamika and Penelope didn't know each other prior to moving into the dorms. They were just paired to live together. So we asked Tamika if she knew what was going on. She knew about the barfing, she knew about the fighting. Except Penelope wasn't fighting with someone else. Tamika heard the fighting one day. 2 different voices. Walked in the room and discovered that Penelope was changing her voice and arguing with herself. Multiple personality disorder? Tamika, however, did not know about the phone calls. After that, Tamika was done. She didn't want to live with Penelope anymore. She asked if we could go to the resident advisor with her. After we talked with our RA, the 3 of us were asked to meet with a group of people that are in charge of housing on campus. We had to recount our story to them, and then they told us they were bringing Penelope in. None of us were prepared for that. The group told us to take a break, get a drink, and return to the conference room. When we returned, Penelope was there, and we had to recount everything all over again. She denied it all. Even told us that she was in school because she wanted to be a politician, so she would never do anything that would jeopardize her future career. And then this happened. The head resident advisor said to Penelope, "What would you say if we told you that we went in your room and looked through your things?" Penelope fired back, "You can't do that!" To which the RA said, "Yes, we can. You live on campus. We can go through your things at any time. What would you say if we said we found a little black book that belongs to you?" Penelope was freaking out by this point, as we were, because none of us knew about the book. The RA continued, "The book has men's names in it, and next to each name is a price. The reason we're concerned about that is because some of the names in that book are professors here at the university." Jaws dropped. Penelope crumbled, crying, denying everything. In the end, they moved Penelope to another room on campus, and we never heard anything else about her. We still refer to Penelope as our bulimic, schizophrenic, call girl sweetmate. I wonder if she's pursuing a career in politics.